I was waking up in the morning about 2 years ago now with really puffy eyes, dark circles under my eyes. I couldn't focus, I didn't have much creativity, my energy levels were low. And what I was wondering was, what had I been neglecting, or what was I having too much of? Now, I was able to step back and observe this. I count myself lucky with that because I know so many people are just stuck in the rat race, and there doesn't seem to be any time to take a longer look at things that are actually going on in your life.
The first thing I considered was my sleep.
Was I getting enough sleep? Now, when you're sleeping, your body's healing, and something that's called the CSF, the cerebrospinal fluid, is a liquid that washes over your brain while you're sleeping. It basically cleans up through the night and takes all the toxins away. It's really important for memory, and so if you're not sleeping, this process is disrupted. The basic amount of sleep that every human being needs is 7 hours and 50 minutes. So yes, it's 8 hours. I know a lot of you out there are the early risers and the night owls, and you're saying you don't need that sleep, but according to research, the average person needs around 8 hours to function at their best. There's also something called sleep debt. So imagine that you lose an hour of sleep over the next 8 days. Basically, after that week, you've lost 8 hours of sleep. This is what's called sleep debt.
Next, I looked at my water intake.
How much was I having? And in fact, I had so much to do in terms of deadlines. I was really busy at work. A lot of you in corporate jobs might be able to relate, or even at home running a busy household, running after the kids. Are you getting enough water? I want you to think about your water intake and also the quality of your water. Is it filtered?
The third thing I looked at was I having too much sugar?
And in fact, I was reaching for convenience foods, refined foods, because I didn't have the time. I'm not concerned so much about weight gain as I am about the inflammation that this creates. And in fact, it's the inflammation in a body that creates potentially some cholesterol problems. So when you're considering a cholesterol issue, don't always go to the fact that you need to reduce fat intake, like chicken skin, cheese, or bacon, which are the things that we all enjoy. Maybe go and have a look at your sugar intake, because it's the inflammatory process of the sugar that will break down the walls of the vessels that the fat then deposits in. Remember that your body processes fat much better than it processes sugar.
The next thing I considered was I getting my movement in, which is my exercise?
Was I getting enough for me? Everybody is different. It'll depend very much on your age, your health status, fitness levels, but movement is key, and we will learn more on this later.
I also noticed I wasn't connecting with my free child,
which is what we touched on in session 1. I didn't have the time. I had my to-do list, I had all my priorities. I didn't allow my free child to relax, chill out, come out, be creative. You're only causing problems for yourself. Headaches, rashes, poor immune system, and low energy. Giving yourself time to play, it might be gardening, dancing, reading, painting, coloring in, going for a walk in nature, cooking. It's really connect with the people around you in the world. That's how you can play and have fun with your free child.
Surprise, surprise, it wasn't one thing, it was many things that I neglected over time.